Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Super Metroid with me, Get Daved. So last time we did some item collection, some exploring, some splores. I stole a controller I lent to my wife back, and that has made all the difference. So, kids, if you're watching this in the future, this is why Mummy and Daddy fight so much. A single moment right now. Alright. Fun fact about these little guys who shoot the spikes, he'll do it. There you go. They always drop super missiles, with the exception that if you're at capacity for a type of item, enemies won't drop anything, period. So if you're at full energy, you will never see an energy drop. If you're at full super missiles, you'll never see one. So if a super missile can be dropped, they will. So it's a good way to recover. I mean, if you're really desperate, you can farm a couple. And I guess it's less likely to happen to us, but it is reasonably likely that there could be a super missile shortage. Alright. Now the way we're, quote, supposed to go is down, down, down. But, screw that noise. That's what Get Daved says. I'm just gonna clear these guys out. You don't have to, but it will simplify what I'm about to do. I think I got him. Oh, shoot. Pardon the sailor talk, everybody. I don't know what's gotten into me. Alright, so normally you're not supposed to be able to do this until you have the ice beam. And apparently I can't do it now anyway. Alright, that shot gives me one chance. Oh, I might have already botched it. Dang it. Alright. To do a fairly difficult wall jump. There we go. And now we're doing a minor sequence break. Oh no, I'm being eaten. Yeah, good old Brinstar, full of all sorts of things that want to eat you. Alright, this is where you get power bombs the first time in the game. Oh, well, I'm not going to pass up on a free super missile. It traps you in there, so you have to discover the hidden path down. And by that token, I think this also always has to be... Oh goodness. I think it always has to be a power bomb that's going to be located here. Might not, we'll find out. These guys we could avoid. You can also shoot them with the ice beam, but now I gone and done it again. Yeah, power bombs. Not very exciting. I mean, when you get any of these things, when you get them for the first time, it's really fun, makes a big deal. After that, it's kind of just ammo. Energy tank, though. We're a little ahead of the game on that front now. Now I guess I could go up into wrecked ship. But I only have the starting beam, so I think I would actually get my butt kicked. Are you serious? We learned something about where the bullet spawns. Alright. I'll get you. Alright. The boss of wrecked ship, we could go fight him relatively quickly. The catch is, he's kind of hard to fight if you don't have a couple of, there's a few things that can help. Yeah, who's laughing now, buddy? So much nicer now that I have some energy tanks. And now I have some more. So Boss of Wrecked Ship, his normal pattern is pretty easy, but he does do this sort of sweeping wave attack where it's hard to dodge unless you have this. A couple of the beam upgrades can help a lot, because you can sort of shoot down the things he's firing at you. Or if you have the charge beam, you can charge up and do a backflip, and that makes you invincible to it. Or if you have the screw attack, or if you can just take a ton of damage. But, barring that, I don't know, we can try it. Yeah, okay, let's try it. Comes to my attention that we don't have the grappling beam. I won't be able to go in there because I'm not good enough at bomb jumping to do that. There we go. I just did a little fast forwarding there, everybody. Never mind. There's a little trick you can do to sequence break here. I can't do it. And I'm not about to put in the time to pull it off. Some people can do like fancy bomb jumps where they leave one and then set themselves up and then they bounce over and deflect them. Yeah, I'm not gonna do it. I won't. I'm just gonna keep getting eaten by these plant bastards. Flora dentata. Roll up into the morphing ball to make a smaller target. Alright. So we could go through this door without the grappling beam or the space jump. There's no point right now. There's a whole bunch of terrible spiked pits. And you can sort of suck it up and just take all the damage and run through them, but then you get to the end and there's a jump that's simply too big to make. There's no real way to wall jump it. I've tried. And the bomb jumping is next to impossible to do. I'm not going to say it's impossible, but extremely difficult, and the stakes are death. Alright. This is normally where the spazer beam is going to be located. Spazer beam... Oh, dang it. Don't you shoot that at me. Alright, here we go. Spazer beam sounds really fancy. It fires 3 shots instead of 1. And does double damage collectively. This is fascinating. The speed booster lets you run really, really, really fast. So fast that Samus ages at a different rate. No, she can explode through things. It's kind of awesome. In a way, it's your strongest attack in the game. You can't employ it all the time. We're doing a brief run through Meridia here. Enjoy the view. We can blow up this pipe, but I'm not going to. Now, it's not going to seem as fancy because I have the Varia suit, which is normally the thing you need to get from over here. But I'm going to take a brief moment to see if I can get in here. It is possible to do if you time it just perfectly. Actually, oh, I have a bit of an idea. Oh, dang it! This might be easier than... There's a couple ways to make that jump, but this might be the easiest. Yeah! Alright, normally you are technically supposed to get the high jump boots before you come on in here. We're not gonna. And if you're wondering, I understand how someone could watch this and be like, Dave, you're shooting all sorts of secret blocks and how could you possibly know where to find it? And, I mean, you do the Metroid thing, you know. Any room you're in, if there's no obvious way to get out, drop some bombs, use your X-ray scope if you have it. Standard procedure, really. Nice to have these. Yep. This is actually, I think, the last secret I found out about in the game. I think I got to 99% and then didn't know where to look. I think on my own I found about 96 or 97% of the items in the game, exploring Zeebs like crazy, and I had a friend who owned the game too when I was back in the 1940s, and we would occasionally find secrets that the other guy didn't know about. I never would have found the gravity suit without him, which I still consider to be kind of cheap. Because once you get it, the game's pretty easy to beat, in my opinion. Like, there's not any super secrets left. Hit! Alright. Well done. Okay, now, I'm gonna show you one thing. This is Mini Kraid. We could worry about him. But instead... Yeah. Don't get so confident now. Hit! One shot. Because Samus can run really quickly. She turns blue and is made of pain. Just in case you need it. Alright, now we've got a boss fight coming up here. The one you would normally expect to do at about this time. The catch is I don't have the high jump boots, which you would normally get. I guess we wouldn't necessarily get them at Norfair, so... which is the name of the next area. Alright everybody, meet Kraid. He's pretty big, much bigger than he was in the original Metroid. Soften him up with a missile to the eyes and then pop a super missile in his mouth. Now he's even bigger. Alright. Sometimes it can be a little tricky to hit him exactly in the mouth because his hand will sort of protect it. One more. Come on. Alright, let's just do this all over. I'm going back to the start. This is not going well. I've beaten him in like 5 seconds before. I swear, guys, don't judge me. Alright, there we go. Wow! Oh no, I did hurt myself on that. Normally on this side, the Varia suit, which lets you poke around Norfair. The Spring Ball! Also one of the harder items to find in the game, in my opinion. Lets you jump around in the Morphing Ball. One cool side effect is that it actually lets you... You can just hold down the jump button and she'll jump continuously. That actually can be really useful in a couple parts for rapid platforming. It can also be a bit of a liability. Well fought. Go back and collect our... Oh, there's nothing. Okay. So thus far, aside from missing the high jump boots, the game is significantly easier than it would normally be. I guess we're missing, yeah, you know what? I guess we're missing the charge beam and the space beam. That would give us a lot more firepower. We're about to reach a point where it's going to be noticeably harder to hurt the enemies. There we go. That's normally an energy tank. That I think would be the fourth one you would normally get. Unless you bomb jumped way back in, whatchamacallit, or backtracked. Alright, do a quick jump. And our next major goal is probably going to be to find either the ice beam, the gravity suit, or the grappling beam. We're going to have to keep exploring the game fairly extensively until one of those items comes up. So we've got a couple... I've got the speed booster, which gives me an option to check things out here. I have the Varia suit, so I don't have to worry about being set on fire while I poke around. That's nice. This is Norfair, it's the lava area. Only one way into it, and we just took it. I guess there are technically two ways out of Norfair, as death is always a viable... Perhaps viable is not the right word. Technically always counts. There's the one escape no one wants. Wave beam. This is nice, it's going to add us some firepower. It's, I think, slightly over twice as strong. I believe it's, I think it does 25 damage. If we assume the normal bullet does 20, I believe the wave beam tends to do 25. Oh, I'm sure some of you noticed there was a door 2 squares above me in the room I was just in, and I've ignored it. It leads to nowhere. And without the ice beam, it can actually be quite the pain to navigate. The nice thing about the wave beam, it shoots through walls, and the wave pattern actually hits quite a few things. Alright. It was in the original Metroid as well. Unfortunately, in this game you can have... Oh, dang it. Awesome. In this Metroid you can have multiple beams equipped at the same time. The only exception to that is you cannot have a spazer and a plasma beam on at the same time, because that would probably be too powerful. We'll go for a little run here. Through the wall! Yeah, it's pretty cool, right? And, guess now's as good a time as any for another boss fight. I'm actually gonna go here and save the game, because I could legitimately die in this next one. 25 bullets is not that much. We're about to face a mini-boss called the Crocomire, and when things go bad against him, they tend to go bad quickly. He's quite a bit like Kraid, you just want to shoot him in the mouth when he opens it. The difference is you're going to try pushing him into some lava. What can happen is... Oh. Those little bullets he's shooting, you can get into an awkward tempo where you keep launching your missiles into those, and you fail to get meaningful hits against them. Alright, we're doing well. That last camera scroll made me throw up. A little bit off camera. Hyperbole, but I did not like it. There we go. Yeah, take your medicine. A little bit more. Let's see if we can bump this E rating up a notch, shall we? Wall of solid spikes. If you don't push the Crocomire back into the lava, he'll push you back into these, and they hurt a lot. 30 damage, and that's with the Varia suit equipped. Yes, the game secretly spawned a wall. Okay, round 2, let's go. I call that a win. Oh goodness. Backflip. 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 Alright. Normally that's an energy tank. And also normally, you can see these blocks up here. You can latch onto them with the grappling beam normally. We don't have it, so we're probably going to starve here. But we'll find out in the next video. I'll see you there, everybody.